Hi, greetings, and we are here today at the AU convention at the Chicago, Illinois, and I am holding in my hands the winner of the 2025 AU convention. And this bird was bred by Mr. Tony Rossi and was flown by my friend here, Bozo.
Yep.
Right? Well, thank you so much for letting me interview you. And Mr. Tony, thank you so much. Miss Denise, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to interview the winner and the breeder of the bird. And then, before I messed up the bird, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna let Mr. Tony
Thank you.
Rossi hold the bird. So, by the way, I'm gonna talk to you, Mr. Rossi, first, okay? How did you get involved into the racing pigeon hobby?
I'm 71 years old. I started flying pigeons when I was 6 years old with my father, Ernie Rossi. And we started in our club in the Racine, Wisconsin area. And I just loved the pigeons all my life.
Okay. So you inherited this wonderful sport from your father.
Yes, I did.
What are the things that you've learned from your father that you enhanced or enriched the knowledge about the pigeon? Special memories with your father learning the sport.
The first year that we flew pigeons, I was a little boy. And I was so excited to have the birds, and we had maybe a small loft, and we had maybe 10, 12 pigeons. And we chipped the pigeons, and this was the first year we ever flew pigeons, as me and my father. I wouldn't do very well on the races, and I'd come home and I'd be so disappointed. Well, I'd come home from school, and I'd try to fly the pigeons around the loft to get them stronger and stronger. So a 300-mile race came, the last race of the season. And this is the first 300-mile race I ever flew. And I had a white pigeon from a gentleman named Elmer Liegler that gave it to me.
Okay.
So that was my pet. So we shipped the 300-mile race, and this is in Progressive Flying Club, which is a club with 100 members. So I shipped the bird, a little boy, and we were waiting for the birds to come home, and it got later and later, and I was waiting on the porch. And that same day, we found out my grandfather died in Italy.
Okay. So
my dad was pretty distraught, and so it was getting darker and darker. My dad came out, and he says, Anthony, the birds don't fly in the dark. He says, just come in. I said, no, my white one's gonna come. My white one's gonna come. So it was maybe, I can't remember, 7 o'clock, a little after 7, it was dark. All of a sudden I saw a white bird hit the loft.
Okay.
So I was so little I couldn't.
Flown 300 miles, right?
I went into the house, I said, Dad, my white one came. And he says, no, and he says, it's there. So he ran out, because I was too little, I couldn't clock the birds, and put it in the clock. Anyway, to make a long story short, I went to the club and walked in with the clock, and there was maybe 8, 10 guys around the table, and they said, what are you doing? I said, well, I got my bird, and I put it on the table, and they said, oh, there's no birds in the town, nobody's got a pigeon, you must have made a mistake. And I said, no, I got my white one, it's in the clock. Open the clock up and it's in there. Anyway, the bird was the only day bird in the club.
Wow.
And that was the night my grandfather died.
Wow.
So I thought that was pretty significant.
Yes.
And a sign that my grandfather gave to us. So.
And we know that the pigeons, even in the Bible, are being used to signify as a sign of peace.
Of course, but what's more significant is that this bird today won the race, and this gentleman came to my loft when he came to get the bird. When was that? And I can't even remember the
July?
month. June, July, whenever.
June, July.
And he told me a story about his partner, which was his daughter. And how old was your daughter, Sophia?
She was, when we started flying together, she was 9 years old.
So Sophia, your daughter, was your partner in the loft.
Yes.
So what's significant is that Bozo here told me the story, and with tears in his eyes, saying that it's never been the same for me flying the pigeons because she was my partner, and we did everything together. So anyway, we gave him this pigeon, this one right here, and he took it home. And until tonight, when I found out that he had the first pigeon in the Chicago area, so I walked into the room tonight and I went up to him and was so happy. He shook my hand and he says, we think we're gonna win it. And he says, first thing he says, my daughter won the race for us.
Yes.
And this is the bird that I'd like to say, I'm gonna call it Sophia.
Mm-hmm. In honor of your daughter.
Yes.
After Bozo's daughter.
Okay.
And I think that's a very similar story to when I was a young little boy and I won the race with my white one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a tribute to Sophia.
How does it feel, Bozo, about that? Winning the race?
Winning the race is, I feel amazing, I feel good. It's just not, like Tony says, not just a winning. I cannot explain this win, this.
It's overwhelming.
Yes,
race.
and
That's a lot of-
everything together, and for me mean a lot. Not first of all, my relationship. First moment when I met Tony, when I get to his loft, he was so kind and nice, and I don't know. I don't speak good English, and I don't know how to explain all my feelings and everything, how I feel at that moment, and how we talk and everything. But I feel very comfortable and good, and when I go home and when I do everything with his birds and everything, so, all this time, and today. Like he said, what he tell this story, it's very, very similar with my story and my daughter. What we did, I lost my daughter, my partner in this sport, and so long as she's not with me, I never do in this sport like I did before. Actually. She was winner. She was winning the races. She did all for us, not me. And
I think you're right.
And she was winning. And when I lost her, I lost everything, confidence and birds. We doing, me and my wife, we doing everything the same, but we never even close. But until today. And today, my wife, around 12 o'clock, tell, I don't know from where, she just say to me, what if we ask our daughter to give us birds? I know this race is for the money, but what if we can say we don't need the money, just if we can win the race?
Yeah.
I say okay. I ask her. I don't care what. I mean, I say go talk to her, and we win the race.
Yeah, it's not only about money, Tony. I mean, just to make it clear to our
yeah. I mean,
it's not only about, like what you said, it's not about money.
Okay, it's nice to win the money for
Correct,
sure.
correct.
I'm not saying
Yes.
I will take the prize.
But the pride
but,
and the passion you know,
For
the
sure.
competition. and
This is on the end. I think she's
But she's
she
looking
will-
down on you.
Yeah, she.
Where are you originally from? You're,
Excuse me. My name is Bozo Mladjenobic. I'm Orthodox from Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Bosnia original, Republika Srpska they call right now.
Okay.
We are,
If your daughter is listening now, what is your message to her?
she's always with me. I'm with her,
Mm.
and she knows.
Yes.
I don't have any messages. She got me.
That's good.
That's good.
She knows. I can just say Naboge. That's all.
Just so everyone understands.
I can say Naboge. That's
No,
all.
okay. There you go. At least you talk your own language.
Just so everyone understands, in this race, it's my understanding there was over 3,000 entries to begin with. Over 1,350 pigeons were shipped to this race. This man only sent 6 pigeons. So the odds of him winning a race without Sophia's help are extremely high. I think it's a great story. 1,300 pigeons were sent,
Correct.
so it's fantastic.
So, Tony, in regards with breeding this bird, what are the things that you've considered pairing the parents of this winning bird?
Okay, that's a good question. I have to be real honest with you. When I mate my birds, I try to mate. I separate the pigeons every year, and I do not selectively pair the pigeons because I feel that anything that's in my stock loft has to be good, or I wouldn't keep it in there. What I do is I open the doors and I let them mate themselves.
Okay.
And-
There's a term with that, right? What's the term, like a mass?
I don't know. I don't know what it is,
Mating
but
kind
I've done that my entire.
Mass pairing.
I've been doing that for many, many years because I
Yes.
really don't feel that I have the ability to selectively pick pairs.
Okay.
I don't think anybody does.
So you let your own pigeons pick their pair?
Yes, I do,
Okay.
and I've done that my entire career.
Okay.
And I feel that I've gotten a lot of really good pigeons by doing that. Because if a bird isn't good, it shouldn't even be in your stock lot.
Correct.
What I do is I have 3 sections, so I of course I don't want to have brother and sister matings or anything too close. So by having this separate sections, I can selectively pick. And then I bring in crosses, and I try, because I have a very inbred family of Van Loon pigeons.
Okay.
And what I do is I buy pigeons every year, and I try to cross them. And that's what I do.
So your baseline is Van Loon.
Yes.
But of course, for me, my own belief, if you kept the birds and you cross them and there's a result, I think it's just correct to say that this is Rossi bloodline.
Yes.
So we're gonna call this Rossi bloodline. Simple as that.
Well, I guess I've read it, so I guess I have to agree with you.
Yes. And by the way, Bozo, so you started in your country before when you were just a kid about the racing pigeon sport?
Excuse me. I did start have a pigeon, but not a racing pigeon.
Okay, fancy.
The high flyers.
High flyers.
Same like Tony. We do the from my father. Yeah.
Oh, from your father also.
Yeah, also.
And then
Yes.
when you moved here in the U.S., you continued the...
When I moved here, I don't have pigeon for 2-3 years because I don't know nobody and nothing. I still don't speak English, no friends, nobody. And I find an internet guy from Indiana have a pigeon.
Okay.
And I go right away, drive and buy the 2 pair of pigeon and bring home with no cage.
Okay.
And no, nothing. I buy 2 pairs of racing pigeon and keep them in a cage for parrots,
Okay.
parakeets. I buy it in a pet store on way home.
Yeah.
And keep them for a couple days to until I make some loft, small loft or something for the birds. I don't even have nothing. Then have them for a few days and find out some store and no feed. I feed them for the parakeets feed or something. I don't know nothing. And find out then 4 clubs in Chicago and everything. Then that's how I start here.
Nice.
I never have a racing pigeon in my country.
And you enjoyed, like, being a club member here?
Yes, enjoy in Northside and find out that we have 4 clubs, a lot of members. And after 1 or 2 years, my daughters start being interested. She say she wanna, and she was. That's how we start. She was. I swear to God, I will go back to her again.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That kid was.
Yeah.
She was. I swear to God, she was have crazy feeling about pigeon. She chose the own birds. She chose the flyers, babies for her, and she fly. She was 9 years old when she started, and she flew for 4 years until she got sick. She flew amazing.
So when you train the bird, what is the longest distance that you toss the bird
200
for the training? 200 miles.
Yes.
So how
That's
often?
this year first time 200.
200.
These birds.
So how often do you train them?
Before I do 100.
100.
Not more than 100. But this year I go to myself 200 because I don't know why. I really don't know why. Actually, I do know. I wanna lost him. I wanna lost him. If they don't come home, I don't need him. That's why.
But it keeps coming back.
If they keep coming back and make a result,
It means,
they mean
the bird gonna give something to you.
and they do.
Yeah.
They do. That's
Tony,
why.
what can you say about that? Like, the tossing of 200. How long do you toss? I mean, what's the longest distance with the club racing?
For me, I've flown pigeons all my life, and I am a hard trainer.
Okay.
I don't go 200 miles.
Yeah, he's harder.
But I was very fortunate through my career to have people that help me because I have a job and it's very difficult for me to train the pigeons. So in my instance, I depended on my partner, Fred Pieper. He lived in Milwaukee, and I always would take the pigeons to him at night, and he would take the pigeons out 80 to 100 miles. And we do that 2-3 times a week.
So Fred Pieper is the father of a good friend, Mark Pieper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
He's a military veteran also.
And then there's Jerry Pieper also.
Okay.
There were two brothers that flew the pigeons, and they were they would very, very good friends of mine, and they would do the training for me.
With the training, Tony, in regards with the race, let's say the final race, do you pull the grits and water?
I never did, no.
Never did that.
No.
Do you use light or dark system?
Well, that's a good question. And it depends where you live and when your race schedule is. We use the dark system in Racine, Wisconsin, because our races ended by October 1st, or the first week of October. So we got away with it. When you go past that, it's difficult to fly the dark system because they go into a mold.
Yes.
So for me, I flew the dark system for many years with success. And between using the dark system and the training technique that the Peepers certainly helped us with, and which is one of the very important things is your feeding technique.
Yes.
And the type of feed that you give them.
How many times a day do you feed them?
Twice a day.
How about you, Bozo? Once a day. So it's different fanciers, different techniques.
Of course,
Yeah.
there's a lot of different roads to success, but the one thing for sure is that whether you feed them once a day or twice a day, it is the heavy pigeons don't win races. You need light pigeons. This pigeon here, first time I've handled it since it left my loft. But if you hold the pigeon, it's medium to small. Okay.
It's buoyant.
There's not an ounce on it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what wins races. You know, when a heavy bird is aerodynamic, well balanced, strong, tight vents. I mean, it's everything that I would look for.
Feather quality.
My whole loft, I try to. That's the bird that I would put in my stock.
Do you believe in eye signs?
I've been an eye person my whole life. Do I think it's 100%? I think it's very important for long distance.
Okay.
On a tough race, I think it's very important.
Okay.
But today, people, you know, the attitudes changed. I flew in a club in Racine, Wisconsin for many years that we had 3 500s in our schedule, a 400 and a 300. You needed long distance pigeons.
Okay.
And we didn't have the weather internet that tells us the weather. Years ago, you didn't know what the birds were, if they were supposed to go out on Sunday morning 8 o'clock, they went up, you didn't know what the weather was. So the races were difficult.
Yes.
Today, you know, if there's too many clouds in the sky, they hold the birds. Well, you know, so it allows you to have a faster pigeon because they don't have bad weather. So things have changed, you know, it's different.
In regards with the eye sign, because there are fanciers that will be watching this, might ask, in a nutshell, if you can ask Tony, what are the things that I need to see in regards with the eye? In a nutshell. I know it's complicated, but just
no,
the very
it's not complicated. I'll tell you what I look for. And there's many roads. And
guys, Tony, Rossi gonna spill the beans.
I don't know about that, but I like a good iris.
Okay.
Whether it's a pearl eye or a color eye, I like it. I don't like a washed out eye. Okay. As far as the iris, I like the circle of correlation. I like it a good circle. It doesn't have to be extremely wide, but it's got to be a circle of correlation around the pupil. And then for the breeding, I like an inner circle.
Okay. Do you do the same thing like other fanciers, like pearl eye to yellow eye?
I don't know. I never really did that. I know that everybody says I should do it, but what I really look for in the stock loft is I try to, when I have a proven pair of pigeons, like something that is a pair that's a cock or hen that's bred winners. I mean, I try to put proven pigeons together.
Yes.
And again, that's like I told you, I open the doors and let them fly, let them mate together. These are the pigeons I like to put in the loft. I want proven pigeons that have a good record of breeding pigeons that have won.
At least, even though you're doing that, let them find their own mate, they are all proven pigeons.
Yeah, otherwise they're not going to be in the stock loft.
I
mean, no.
Because somebody might ask, wait a minute, he does that? I mean, well, that's answer the question. You're not going to put a pigeon there that is not proven.
If you have a bird that you're questioning that it has let you down time and time, why would you put it in the stock loft? You know, it shouldn't even be in there.
But that question is, how can you prove, or how many wing the pigeon should have for you to decide that this is a proven? Because we still believe for the one-hit wonder, right? And it happens, but how many, what is your ratio, I should say?
Well, these are really good questions, and there's no definite answer for any of this. Okay, in my best years, now I haven't flown for a number of years. I took some time off, but when I was in probably my best flying years, I had a lot of winners. Okay. So what I would do is I'd win races, and just because they won a race, if I didn't like them in the hand, I wouldn't put them in the stock loft. They had to be aerodynamic, because winning a race means a lot of different things. First of all, you have to look at the type of race. You have to look at the distance. I mean, a pigeon that wins, for example, if you get 4 birds on a drop on a 300-mile race and it's 1,700 yards a minute, it's not the same as one bird that comes on a 1,100-yard race all by itself.
Correct.
So which one are you going to take? They're both winners, but no, I'll take the 1,100-yard winner, okay? So these are the birds I put in the stock lot. The ones I didn't think were as significant, although they even won the race in some big races, I didn't use those putting in the stock lot. And then brothers and sisters, parents, those are the birds I've keyed on. Am I clear about that?
Yeah, you answered the question though, but with Bozo, do you do the same thing, like you let them mate or you choose the breeders?
I choose.
You choose them. So what are the things that you consider then?
I could only say if I try to choose the
winning parents?
winning, and I try to see if they don't. It's hard to win, and I'm not looking the parents to. I'm not looking the birds to winning the races, to be the close and consistency, something like that. Then I keep them.
Okay.
If they give me some good, I keep them back next year again.
Okay.
I'm not changing the pairings and matings.
Okay.
If it's not good, I give them chance. And next year I change the mating. I tried like that.
Yeah. And Tony, Bozo, this is the beauty about the racing pigeon, Denise. Each fancier, they have their own way.
Of course.
How to do it. But the most important thing is that the result, right? And one most important thing also is the support of our partners, right? I'm going to take the opportunity to ask Denise, your partner here, a partner in life. So when you met Tony, is he already in Pigeon?
Yes.
Don't ask her this.
I said, on the day I got married, I married 250 pigeons. Yes.
So how does it go? Like, did you reject it or you got turned off? You accepted it?
I accepted it. It was something he really enjoyed. And so actually, can I tell him the story?
No.
It's okay. Go ahead.
We got married on October 4th, 1980, and for our honeymoon, we went to the AU convention in LA.
Which is memorable.
Yes.
Tell them the rest.
Go ahead, you started it anyway.
We were out there a few days by ourselves, and then the rest of the people came, and we had a joining room with his mother and father, and the whole group that came from Racine, because we had parties every night. The doors were open. We had a wonderful, wonderful time.
That is a good honeymoon.
It was. It was fun.
And then you acquired the pigeon bug.
Yes.
So is she?
She helps me. She's always
she's helping you with the training, feeding, those kind of
I
stuff.
wouldn't go that far.
No.
Don't go that far, but at least she supports you.
100%.
100%. Is it the same with you? Was you like your wife like support?
My wife is a little bit different. She feeding, she training too.
Okay.
She doing the little bit more.
Nice.
Yeah. She doing the little bit more.
I think even though Denise is not really 100%, let's say, like
my not 100% too, but she, because I'm working, and she do helping me with the training and feeding.
I think
not with cleaning, but
not the cleaning, of course. But
I do that.
You do that. But the important thing is that wives doesn't go against the hobby of. I heard this. I forgot whose wife, but I interviewed lots of fanciers. I asked why you don't against, even though you are not pro into it, because she doesn't touch the pigeon. And you know the answer. Instead of my husband go to the beer house, beer garden, or strip club, excuse the language.
We're not going to do it tonight.
So they said that he doesn't. I know that he doesn't spend the money to those kind of places. And if my husband is missing, I know where to find him,
Right.
at the backyard,
Yeah.
feeding the birds.
Mhm.
So how is it then, like, when Tony, started to win, building his own bloodline and
Yes.
everything, and now you are connecting with other wives of the fanciers.
Yes.
How does it feel being involved into the racing pigeon sport?
It's very much a lot of fun. It's just been the last few years that we've had the time, since our kids are married and we have grandchildren. that we've had the
Yay,
time.
like that, right?
That's right, all 11. And so I've really enjoyed meeting the ladies and coming to the last couple of the AU conventions, thank you. And it's a wonderful group of ladies, and we
Yes.
all tell our stories too, and we laugh, and we share in the enjoyment
Yes.
of when our husbands win. We also share in the enjoyment of when it doesn't turn out the way that they want, but we're there to support them.
I met a husband and wife, and the wife is the first time attending the AU convention.
Oh, yes?
And she was like, I will attend again next year. I said, why? Well, we went somewhere. Now I'm kind of thinking, like, I should have brought my wife here.
You should.
We highly encourage, the fanciers,
Yes.
especially next year, that would be in Tampa, Florida.
Yes.
And am I going to be seeing you there next year?
Oh, yes, and the ladies too, we've
The
already
ladies
discussed
too.
that,
Are you
yes.
gonna move to Florida to handle my birds there?
Oh,
Huh?
I can't promise that. I can't promise that.
What is your message to our viewers, being the champion for the 2025 AU convention? What is your message to them?
Fly the birds, enjoy it, and whatever. Believe
Believe.
on
I like
yourself
that. Mhm.
and what to do. Believe in God
There you go.
Sure.
and be happy what
Be
you're
happy.
doing.
Why pigeon sport is special to you?
That's all I like. I say to God, that's all I like. Yes.
How about you, Tony? What is your message to our viewers? Because given the fact that he handled the bird, but the bloodline is still special and important. It's significant to the bird that you will handle. And I believe in that. So what is your message to our viewers that are watching now?
Okay. I think what's helped me with pigeons, and I think that this is a sport that's way underrated because it, first of all, it's a sport that you have in your backyard. And I have, let's say I come home from work, a hard day's work, and I can go in the pigeon coop, and these are my friends. I should say pigeon loft, not the coop. And I can just, my stress is reduced, and it makes me feel good about things. And I have a family that's been involved with the pigeons their whole life. I have 4 children. I have Maria's the oldest, which she grew up with the pigeons, and she always laughs about she couldn't go in the backyard when the race was going on because the bird would be scared when they came home. And then I have Ernie, which is the second, and he has been very helpful with the pigeons, and that's who's feeding the birds here today, Ernie and Nick. Nick is the third one, and then Valerie.
Okay.
And they all have families. They have Maria and David, Ernie and Chelsea, Nick and Margot, and Valerie and Ken. And they all have, between them, they have 11 grandchildren. And all of them come over. I show them the pigeons. They can't wait to go and see the birds. And I think that's very important.
Do they also wait for you the race day, something like that?
Of course, they're very supportive. And pigeons, they grew up with pigeons. I've had them all my life from day one. And that's been it's been a very important part of our life. And I don't regret a day. I have to tell you, I look forward every day to come home and feed the birds and be part of that.
Yes.
That
Why this
lifestyle.
sport is special to you, and how special this is for you?
It's special because, again, I've been a general contractor my whole life. I'm 71 years old.
Okay.
And it relieves my stress. I feel good about it. If I have problems, I can escape from that and be a part of a different world.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's it.
What is your message to Denise? I'm gonna take advantage of this, like
Right.
supporting you for this sport.
My message to Denise. I'm very thankful that she's supportive. I know that there's been times that probably I spent a little bit too much time training the birds and doing all the pigeon things. And I'm very, very thankful that she was very supportive of me in this time-consuming hobby. But it's I don't know if I would, without the pigeons through my life, I don't know, I'd be a different person.
Mm-hmm.
It's been very, very good for me personally.
The
So,
privilege of having them.
it really, a privilege, that is the correct word.
Yes.
It's been a privilege to have the pigeons.
Correct. Miss Denise, so the thing about having pigeons,
Yes.
your husband,
Yes.
and then there are some wives out there that might not agree totally about their husbands having pigeons.
Yes.
I think it's just correct to ask you,
Yes.
what is your advice to those who has wives that, I mean husband I should say, that are so involved in regards with the pigeon hobby?
Well, it's just something that you can share together, and you meet some wonderful people. We've traveled all over the world and met some great people that we are such great friends with. And it's something we can do together, and we can help each other, and that I see it's such a stress reliever for him. That's very important, because life can get very tough and rough, as we all know. And when you can find something that can help relieve that pressure, it's and that we can share it together, it's fine.
And that's very important.
Yes.
Like, you know, you have the common ground, right?
Yes.
Like the saying, if you can't beat them,
You join them.
join them. Well, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
So much for watching our video. And congratulations again to you. And congratulations to you also,
Thank you. Thank
Rossi.
you.
And
Thank you so much.
Denise, thank you so much for the great interview. And we will still continue to interview some fanciers, share their stories. And also, we are going to show the AU convention continue for tomorrow. Have a good day to everyone.